I'm glad you're here, because today's episode isn't just another walkthrough of a corrosion model. It's about a breakthrough, one that's shifted the entire way we think about pipeline integrity. It's the story behind QIC Assess, a tool built not from theory, but from years of field failure patterns, engineering frustration, and finally, clarity. Let's rewind to the early 90s. I'd been working closely with operators across Alberta and BC, running corrosion assessments, supporting pigging campaigns, logging tens of thousands of kilometers each year. And during those years, a troubling pattern emerged. You'd see pipelines that were flagged as low risk, no coupon loss, no probe alerts, no visible anomalies. And yet, those were the lines failing. It made no sense at first. We were following the NACE guidelines. We were applying inhibitors. We were staying within critical velocity. But corrosion didn't seem to care. That's when it hit me. We weren't really modeling the internal environment, we were assuming it. We were treating pipelines as if they behaved like steady-state systems. But they don't. They surge. They stall. Water separates. Solids settle. And that's where corrosion thrives. So I got to work. I partnered with multi-phase flow specialists. We dug into tools like OLGA-S and PIPESIM, not just for hydraulic modeling, but to recreate how water films actually behave under real conditions. We began mapping stagnant zones, identifying places where bacteria, acid gases, and debris collect. And QIC Assess was born. Instead of relying on indirect indicators, it produced a corrosion rate and damage profile for each segment of pipe, based on modeled fluid transport behavior, terrain effects, and time-varying flow. Not just how fast is the gas moving, but is the water being swept out, or is it sitting there, stewing? The result? A new level of clarity. Suddenly, we could say with confidence, this is the pipe segment at risk. Here's how MEG injection will, or won't, help. Here's why corrosion is likely under those specific flow and pressure regimes. QIC Assess changed the game. Over the past 150-plus projects, we've seen failure rates drop to zero in some systems. Chemical programs got leaner and smarter. And inspection plans became more focused. Why? Because operators finally had a hazard-optimized risk model tailored to their field realities. No more chasing ghosts. No more over-injecting where no water existed. No more blind digging in places that looked suspicious but weren't corrosive. We built QIC Assess to answer the questions the industry kept asking. Where is the risk? What's driving it? And what do I actually need to do about it? If you're part of a field ops or integrity team, and you've ever stood at a break site wondering how this failure got missed, just know we've built something to help prevent that from happening again. This is pipeline integrity for the real world. And it's just the beginning. Thanks for joining me on this episode of the Trusted Pipeline Advisor podcast. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone else in your network who's working to move our industry forward. And if you're ready to explore QIC Assess for your own system, reach out. We are here to help.